Hey everyone, welcome back to the sunny side. I'm Sonny, and tonight we're going to do a little bit of astro-stalking of Donald Trump. I'm just going to show you what's going on in his chart and a little bit of what's going on in his life right now. This video, for those who don't know, is shot live, because the astro-stalking is live at night and the horoscopes are Thursday. Okay, whatever, man. If you want to take part in all, so if I get distracted, it's because I'm talking to the sunny-siders here. This video is going to be edited, blah, blah, blah. If you want to take part, tune in the live stream. Okay, here we go, guys. Check it out. Anyone wants a personal reading, then whatever. Hit the description box or whatever. Okay, here we go. So Gemini is in trouble. All things Gemini. So now the thing is, all things Gemini are in trouble from, in addition to that, all things Sagittarius. Okay, let's double it up. Trump is in for a lot of trouble, but not, and it's a square like this, right? It's a T square. It's really bad. It's really, really, really bad. He's been through it before. About 27 and a half, 28 years ago, he went through the same thing. So whatever Trump went through back then, he's going through it now. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. And you guys can apply this to whatever timeline, politically or legally or whatever you guys want to do. That's not my thing. My thing is to tell you guys when it's going to happen. And this negative thing that's happening to Trump is not going to, see, Saturn, just for the astro nerds here, okay? Saturn's going to move in that direction, and then it's going to come back, and then it's going to move in that direction again. And so if you have any planets that fall within here, right, within here or within here, you're going to be astro-foobar. Seriously. Someone's going to give you some kind of weird kind of unicorn love. You're not going to like it. And so you're going to go through a really bad life experience. Now, that's this year, calendar year of 2024. So keep that in mind with regards to events happening this year. Whatever. So, okay, just letting you know. Now, what does this mean specifically for Trump this year? Saturn is going to get up, and it is going to square his Uranus at the top of the chart. So he is definitely going to feel it. But then that square is going to recede with the retrograde, and it's not going to return into forward motion until, and pass his sun until next year, 2025. And when it does, right, he's in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. And so there you go, man. So there you go. So when you're predicting the election, okay, so I'm speaking about a year-long transit. So later on, when I predict the election, we're gonna, this retrograde, this Saturn not reaching his sun, the square of his Saturn not reaching his sun by the time of the election is going to heavily play, astrologically anyways, into the prediction. So, and what's going to happen. It's just incredible right now. The guy is an guy in history. All right, for better or worse, okay, whatever. And so what else is going on? So that's the first big thing. And that's really important for everyone who has placements in Gemini and placements in Sagittarius. You guys got that? Especially if your sun is there, your Venus is there, your moon is, keep on top of it. If your Mars is there, problem. All right, next. All right, so that's like a legitimate big deal that's on the horizon for Trump. Like, it's coming. Next. Trump is a Leo rising, right? Obviously, he has the hair, but he's a very, very, very late Leo rising, and his chart lines up more like a hypercritical Virgo. And like a spoiled, like a hypercritical Virgo. So again, he's a cusper, right? On the ascendant, he's a cusper. He's a very, very detail oriented show boy. Leo, loud and proud. What's wrong with that? And so, I mean, that's who he is, right? Mars is right here, that sneaky motherfucker. You're like, whatever, you guys know what I do. All right, next. Okay, so let us continue. Okay, let's continue. Saturn, in that part of the chart right there, that's losing legal battles, right? It's, remember, Saturn, wherever Saturn is in your chart is going to torment you, right? Like this particular Saturn, right? Whoever Saturn, like in his natal chart, that's his birth chart, Saturn is up there, he's tormented, right? Saturn conjunct his Venus, he's tormented by women, right? He's tormented by money, he's tormented by women, right? There's never enough. For him, there's never enough, right? Saturn, never enough. Venus, money, women, right? No, love, affection, there's never enough. Anyways, whatever, man. So this Saturn over here, wherever transiting Saturn is in your chart, things are going to be taken away. So if Trump was a regular guy, or you're a regular guy, and Saturn is transiting your 7th house, you're going to feel, so if you're a Virgo rising right now, you're going to feel alone and isolated. There you go. And like Trump is being deserted en masse, you know, so like you're not seeing things. Like you're not seeing, this is your marriage. You're not seeing Melania. That's marriage, right? You're not seeing the thing. And so that's what's going on. So that's what's going on. All right, so that's Saturn, and that's what's happening with it. Anyways, let's get back to it. So it's also legal battles. All right, so it's your one-on-one relationships. It's your legal partners, right? Saturn is mashing up his legal partners. In addition to that, it's legal battles. So it means you're losing legal battle. It's not a good placement, man. Actually, it means losing legal battles, and then over here, it means money leaving your chart, paying everything off. So, like, it's a cycle, right? It's a karmic cycle, man. So, like, if it's, like, good here, it's going to be good here. But if it's bad here, then it's going to be bad up there. Like, it's how life works, man. So that's what's going on. And currently right now for Trump, it's pretty bad right there. So that's the action. Excuse me. He absolutely, without any question, I'll tell you guys something. So there's something I want to mention about Trump in a sec. And it's about, I wrote it down. There's some things in his chart that I want to show you guys. And so first, okay, so there's that. Next. So we're going to get to the money thing in a second. Okay, he's losing. So Saturn, astrologically, is making him lose legal battles, and it should be taking people away from his life. So if you have transiting Saturn, if you're a Virgo rising right now, that's what you have to watch out for. You have to watch out for divorce, cheating in relationships, and losing legal battles right now. In addition to, and so that's the deal. All right, next. Excuse me. Aspect-wise, why is this happening to Trump and no one else? Well, first, it's absolutely happening to a lot of people right now. So here's the next thing that's happening, and here's something that you wouldn't necessarily look for, because you know it might seem like a good thing. What it is, it's a good planet making a nasty aspect. And we have Jupiter up here in Taurus. Jupiter in Taurus. You see, this is all in action right now. And this is going to be in action for the next couple of months. And this is going to massively affect Trump. The eclipse is going to do something crazy to Trump. And this Jupiter Uranus conjunction that's coming in April is going to be at 22 degrees. And it's going to be at 22 degrees behind Trump's sun. And it's going to be at 22 degrees, making a direct, in conjunct to his moon. Blah. It's going to be at 22 degrees. It's going to square the holy bejesus out of his Mars. This guy he might have a heart attack or something. Like he might have an unexpected heart attack or something way unexpected is going to happen to this guy. And like for those who are here tuning into the live stream, for all of you guys, we already went through the whole, all the crazy things that are happening right now, the unexpected things happening, not the cuckoo bananas, but the things that are just truly unexpected. And like, wow, okay. So like, whatever. Now, okay, so that's happening. Okay, that's happening and that's in play. And everyone should be feeling that energy because it's it's moving all around, it's moving through a number of degrees. But for Trump specifically, that Jupiter is hunting his Pluto. It's absolutely hunting it, man. And Jupiter blows the holy bejesus out of anything it touches. So when Jupiter up here, right? So when Trump's Jupiter is over here, he makes a ton of money. When his Jupiter is over here, he makes a ton of money, right? So like when Jupiter is like over here, and it happens every 12 years. So whatever Trump was doing 12 years ago, what was 12 years ago? This is 2024, right? So 2012. That's 12 years ago, right? What happened in 2012? I have no idea, man. I was in Vancouver. I don't know what I was doing. So like, whatever happened in 2012 is reoccurring for Trump. And he's getting that Pluto. He's getting the holy bejesus knocked out of his smoke olas behind the scenes, man. All right, so that's one thing I wanted to point out to you guys. So if you have Leo problems in your chart, if you have a lot of Leo problems, right, expect that square to hurt, okay? Expect it to hurt. Also, if you have Aquarius problems in your chart, you can expect that square to hurt. All right, it's mashing Trump. Pluto behind the scenes. All right, next. Now we're going to look at the money. And the money is super, super, super important. Oh man, this is like 14 minutes. This thing is too long. All right, okay, next we're going to look at the money thing. So the money, man, Trump's in the Jupiter right here. This is where Trump gets his money from, right there. Well, he gets it from a combination of here and inheritance, right? Saturn conjunct Venus. Venus, you get your money from Saturn, old man, inheritance, right? Whatever. It also lose it, whatever. And so whatever. But the South Node right here. So just like Pluto is gonna go like unicorn fuck Trump's Pluto, man, that unicorn's bringing friends to suck out Trump's Jupiter, right? Uranus, this guy down here, is like a bucket, and Trump's Jupiter is like money, right? He's got a money Jupiter, but it's sucking it all out. But here's something that it's really, we had the question yesterday on the Q&A. What happens if there are no planets in the house? Well, if Trump didn't have Jupiter and all that stuff here, then it wouldn't be Jupiter. It wouldn't be big money. He would still lose a legal battle, and he would still lose money because the South Node is there, right? It's draining out. But it wouldn't be big money. And do you guys see the difference? When the planet's there, it's suddenly big money as opposed to just money. All right, next. Now, what's going on with this money? Like, what's that? Many of you guys, if he had Saturn here, right? If he had Saturn here, then he would lose money, right? Like, he'd have to work hard for it, potentially. He'd have to lose his stuff, if Saturn was there. whatever, right? So like, but it's not. It's the south node. So so it's similar, right? Saturn kind of takes away, the south node kind of takes away. It's in his money house, it's hitting his Jupiter house. But how is the south node different from Saturn? Or like Mars, which make him spend a lot of money. Mars is over here in his 6th house. Trump has to watch his health right now. He's going to get really busy. He has to watch his health. We're going to get to his health in a second because it's extremely important, especially with regards to what's going on here. So we often hear about the south nodes and like doing the south node or doing the north node or where this is happening or where that's happening or a past life or lessons or your parents or your destiny or your future or whatever, man. Or like draconian astrology, like, you know, or good versus evil in Vedic astrology. The nodes are some heavy action, man. But I'm going to show you guys right now how the energy of the nodes work. And we've done this. I've done it. Okay, I'm going to show you right now. This is Trump's money axis. All right, that's the money line right there. This is me. And although this is shared resources, it's also you. All right, everybody cool? You see, there's a positive and a negative to all kind of aspects. So the energy in this chart is happening like this. So the money, it's just a symbol. It represents stuff, comfort, security. You know, there's more to it than this. But like just nice and simply, it represents your hearing, right? There's a lot to it. So this is the south node, right? This is the south node. And this is the north node. And the energy is definitely moving in this direction. The energy is moving from Trump. It's taking Trump's money, right? There's a hole, right? Money is leaving his chart right there through the south node. A lot of money, Jupiter. It's leaving the chart. If it was Saturn, it would like restrict your ability to do it, or you'd have to make a lot of hard work, or it would dry it up, right? Saturn's a dry planet. Or it would like Mars would come in and you'd spend a lot of money, right? It would heat it up. Or the sun, it would burn it up. You spend too much money. But it's like the south node. It's a drain. But the south node works in conjunction with the north node. So it's not just a drain. It takes it from the south node and it gives it to the north node. So that's what's going on with Trump's money right now. So if you're a Virgo rising, you have to watch out that your buddy, the we, right? This is also freaking out the credit card, right? So like your buddy's freaking out the credit card, so you have to pay the credit card. It's shared resources. That's what it is. So it's not just other people paying for you in a good aspect. It's also you paying for other people in a negative way. And Trump is absolutely going through that. All right, next. So if you have any of that in your chart, so we looked at the Gemini energy, especially Gemini suns. We looked at a little bit of the Sagittarius energy. We looked a little bit of this conjunction, that's energy that's happening right now, this Uranus thing that's going to happen in April at 22 degrees Taurus. We also looked at how Jupiter is giving the howdy-doody to Trump's Pluto. We talked about Saturn, and we talked about the south node messing everything up. Now, before we get out of here and move on to guessing the cards, I want to show you one more thing. This stuff here, something is going on with Trump's health. This Neptune here, this is water, right? It's like some kind of water in him is like something is watery in there. So there's a lot of water going on with this guy. And Chiron is a wound up here, and there's going to be some kind of, these guys are going to eventually conjunct very soon, like within the next month. And something Like that wound is going to, just like the South Node down here, right? Just like the South Node is sucking the life out of Trump's Jupiter, it's sucking all the money out of Trump's chart, right? Causing a problem, right? That's causing a problem down there. This North Node is going to highly blow up. It's going to blow up, highly inflate some of the parts of Trump's Chiron. And this is not just a money house. This is the house of death. It's also the house, so shared resources, the house of death. It's also the house of, one of the houses of health, but the part of health is that you don't know if something negative is happening. Now, I'm bringing this up because on one hand, normally, when we have positive things happening in the 8th house, then I would say you're going to be healthy. And I usually say, hey, let's focus on money because the guy's going to be healthy. But right now, that 8th house thing is kind of negative for Trump, right? It's money leaving his chart. And so that's what's going on. Or it's being pushed to the 8th house of death. And so, or mortgage or borrowing. And so, or the stock market. So that's just my 2 cents on the Trumpster. I think you guys got to watch this guy's, I think you got to watch his health, right? Because it's the same part of the chart. We'll do it. This is a long video, right? 20 minutes. But like, we'll leave it at that. And then on another day, we'll do Trump and Sleepy Joe. And we'll see what's going on. I didn't look into March. I didn't look into, thing. I just looked at some of the big things to show you guys what you might go through if you have some of these placements in your chart. And that's the action, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Wake up if you fell asleep, because like, whatever, man. It's like, other than that, wishing everyone the best. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the best of a super amazing day. Good luck, everyone. And I'll see you guys soon.